Hey, what's going on? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'll wait till a couple of people come in. If you want to share the video, go ahead and share the video with your work friends. Anybody that may be interested in journaling, planners, all of those great things, and lunch conversation, because that's what we're going to do today. We got a lot going on in the world, on planet Earth at this point. I can't even just say the United States because we got a lot going on everywhere. So I am going to pretty much work on this calendar that I should have had set up, and I am going to do a journal page full of ideas because I don't know where y'all live, but hey, Leah, I don't know where y'all live, but here in the good old state of Georgia, yeah, my child is out of school until they tell us they can come back, and I don't know how that has affected some of you all, but it's affected a lot of people. I don't care if you have kids or you don't. A lot of things have changed drastically in a matter of a week, okay? So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to let y'all know how I prepared while everybody was laughing and kikiing and thinking everything was funny. I was like, let me go on and go grocery shopping last Saturday, okay? And then I'm going to tell you about like my last minute order because I was like, oh, dang, I forgot the tortilla chips. Yeah, I'm that trifling, y'all. Some tortilla chips and some other stuff that I did not need. But we'll talk about that. So what I have in front of me is a desk calendar that I need to fill in. So y'all will see me working on that. And then we're also going to create a page of ideas on things that you can do if you happen to be quarantined, because at this point, y'all, we don't know what else they're going to add on the table. But I do know in reference to schools and certain events, if it's over the amount of 100 people, yeah, you can't go. Okay, so to give y'all some ideas so people don't necessarily panic. I know for some people it may be a little more stressful because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a semi-hypochondriac, so I have to reel it in quite often. Like, you know, I realize it's also allergy season coming around, so people are going to cough and stuff. But I said, let's do some lunchtime and talk about real life. We got to talk about life and how to live in the moment. So before we even get on the calendar, let's go ahead and do an ideas page. And I'm going to name it What Now. That's what we're going to call it. What Now. And so again, this is my A6 Stylogy. And what I like about this is it can just be whatever I want it to be. There's no rhyme or reason to this particular book. I just put different things in there. How is everybody doing so far today? How's the work day going if you're at work? How's life at home if you're at home? And also while we're on here and when we start talking about ideas and things, if you have ideas, add them in the comment section if you're comfortable enough to add them in the section. So, you know, Ash, let me ask you this. Do you like thin paper? Because if you don't like thin paper, I don't recommend getting this particular book or notebook, whatever you want to call it. Because a lot of stuff looks really good and fun on screen, and then a lot of people get in, they like, oh, I ain't mean it. And so this typically is one of those types of journals that a lot of people, once they get them, notebook journal, once they get them, they're like, oh, I don't like it. Oh, okay, you have a Hobonichi. Oh, so you made it back. Good, Leah. Girl, it's no telling what your fridge look like and what the grocery store look like. Okay, so let's talk about, y'all, how so many of you all use Instacart, and I ain't no Instacart girl, but I'm about to be, because after yesterday, I was like, oh yeah. So Saturday, when I dropped my son off for his track meet, I was like, you know what? Some just ain't feeling right about this whole situation going on. I think I just need to go ahead and go grocery shopping. I'm the type of person, when it comes to grocery shopping, I will push it to the limit. I just don't like grocery shopping. Like, I just don't. But I was like, they talking real janky. Hey, Carolyn. I'm like, they're talking really janky about this whole thing. They ain't really saying nothing. And so I'm like, okay, if they were to quarantine, would we be able to survive off of what's in this house? And ideally, yes, because I had the staple items. I don't know how many of you all, have been raised around old school folks that beans, certain things you should have: beans, rice, pasta, grits, oatmeal, all of that. I always keep staple items. Always been like that. Yeah, Leah, I tried to do another schedule for today. It was, again, these are knick-knack items where I am now. And they was like, yeah, girl, you won't get them till tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow it won't be there. So, yeah, I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the grocery store. So I went to Kroger and Walmart on Saturday. And then Monday, I was just like, you know what? I'm telling you, I'd be like the ancestors of my daddy and my grandma and all of them up there was probably like, girl, go on and get what you need to get. So when I picked my son up from school, I was like, let's run into Walmart again. This is on Monday, y'all. We went in there, and I kid y'all not, there was only 4 packs of Dasani water, which I got 2 packs. I do not like Dasani water. First of all, I fight with water anyway. But now that they was like, keep your throat a little moist or whatever, I was like, oh, I'm going to drink water every day. Got it right here. These are just the baby bottles. We ain't even breaking into the big bottles. Y'all, it was only 4 cases of Dasani water. Some people opened up packs of water, and it was like mini bottles sprout out. When I tell you every single gallon of water was gone, I'm like, y'all don't even drink water like this in real life. So at that point, I knew ish was about to get real. So we went and we picked up again some other little knick-knack items, not stuff that we needed because I had already covered that. Y'all, we was on one aisle and this lady might have coughed. The way my son did a U-turn, he was like, So we got our stuff and got out of the store. So I'm like, cool. But again, I'm following the news and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm just not trusting this stuff. And then we had a county here where they let everybody out. So once they did that, it's like a ripple effect in Metro Atlanta. We almost know in which order schools are going to get out. So it was like, Fulton County out, next going to be APS. So my county and Gwinnett County are typically the last counties to let out. And so my son had track practice. Well, the sky fell out, and I was like, I don't even know if we're going to have practice. And then I was like, I don't even know if I feel like taking this kid to practice today, so I'm going to just wait it out. Sure enough, as I waited out, the coach is like, hey, we're not going to have practice today. As you're leaving practice, because at that point when they sent the message out, he was like, you may want to stop at the store. He didn't even get that message out 10 minutes later before the county sent the message. Yes, Ash, I stock up regularly. So even down to the soap and the tissue and stuff, like when people was tripping, I'm like, y'all, like, I already do that. But again, because my mind, I'm like, this ain't about to go very well, I'm going to grab an extra thing of tissue. So when everybody was on social media, like, oh, people losing their minds, they stupid, why they doing this? And all I kept saying is, I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't know. So I hope some of them folks that was calling everybody stupid got some good neighbors, because, you know, it's really only milk and beans left on the shelves, and those two don't go together. And you're going to need a little tissue, because if not, they're going to have to go old school and use, I don't want that color. They're going to have to go old school and use washcloths and throw them away. I don't know. I don't know. But I say all of this to say, y'all, this is like room for journal moments. So when you are in the grocery store, pay attention to what's going on. So when I made my order last night on Instacart, right? I placed, as you a mess. I placed my order. Let's just say I placed my order at 6 or 7 o'clock, and it was like, oh, okay, boom, you'll get your order by 8:15, and I'm like, cool. I know it's pandemonium going on right now. Whatever, y'all. My Instacart person messaged me. It was like, cancel your order. They're fighting. They stole my bucket. I was like, baby girl, just go. It's okay. It's okay. So I sent my email, because at this point you can't cancel your order. So I sent my email over to Instacart, and of course it takes them forever to get to me because they don't want to refund me my money. Do y'all know? It was another chick picked up my order at 11 p.m. at night. She did that. So of course I tipped her nicely. And I got my order minus maybe 3 items, which wasn't bad considering. Yeah, so you got extra items. So here's a suggestion, right? So if y'all go to the store today and you don't see everything, because you're not going to see everything, they're not going to cut off food supply right now. So they're going to ship stuff in. If you know people that work in these different shipping industries, y'all need to kind of connect with them or get in good with your, like if you go to regular stores and they know your face, ask them when's the next delivery going to be brought in, because one of the deliveries in our local area, literally as stuff ran out, they had a truck on the way for midnight. So it's all about the early bird catches the worm. All right, so we said we're going to name this What Now? All right, so as you start finding out what your local area is going to do, or if they're going to shut things down, if they're going to keep them open, one of the things you may want to have in front of you are ideas of things to do. Okay. A couple of years ago here, we had an ice storm. So in the South, I mean, first of all, can't nobody drive on ice. If you can, you're magical. But our roads in the South are not conditioned like the roads in the North. And so we had a horrible ice storm where it ended up icing extremely fast. So let's just say I can't remember the exact time, but I'm just going to give you a scenario. Let's say it's 10 o'clock and the weatherman is like, hey, he was like, hey, it's about to ice, not snow, but like wet ice, and the roads actually froze up within, let's say, an hour. Well, the city let everybody out at the same time. A lot of my family members and people were stuck in their cars for 13 hours, like just all this stuff. It was crazy, like scary. So again, we have a lot of Midwestern and Northerners that were making jokes until one year, New York experienced the same thing. And I was like, funny, y'all can do it. Okay. So we ended up being locked in the house. I'll say about, y'all, it might have been a week. And I don't know if y'all know what cabin fever is, but it ain't no joke. Okay. So we were locked in the house about a week. And again, that was another moment where I was like, I don't know, this weatherman been talking about this ice storm coming for a minute. And everybody was like, it ain't gonna do nothing. This Georgia don't ever do anything. Well, when I tell y'all, after that last time, I said if I was ever to be quarantined in the house, I would know what to do the next go round. So here we are. So that's what we are here to talk about. Okay, so if you have any ideas on what you would do, put it down in the comment section. Ash has some very, very good ideas. Board games. Ash, I do not know how to play dominoes, and I got 2 sets here. Imagine that. Shadow games. Okay, Ash, and we're going to change your thought process. You said you've been poor your whole life. Well, on this break that you have, we're going to figure out how you're going to change that mindset and how you're no longer going to be poor. Okay? That is actually something you can work on. So one thing that I'll be working on over the break is decluttering, okay? I write decluttering in my planner every single week and ask me how much decluttering really gets done. So I'm going to do that. Oh, y'all had a strike. Oh, got you, Ash. Yes. And also, if you went to college, now I can't speak for PWI colleges. I can only speak for historically black college universities, one of which I attended, South Carolina State University. Love it so much. My college taught me how to struggle and make things happen, okay? So I'm not really nervous about being out for a long time. When you can learn to survive on noodles and chop up some chicken and other stuff to put it in there, you can survive anything. Okay, so they go back to school next week. So y'all haven't been affected by the shutdown just yet. It's coming. So family time can be one component. If you are single, we're not going to say, oh my God, I don't have no family, I don't have this. You're going to figure out some things that you can do for yourself. So if you don't have no family, then we're going to focus on self-care. Even if you have family, you're going to focus on self-care. Everybody can handle a little bit of self-care in their life, okay? Oh, y'all, my visitor visited me today with the thumbs down. Hey, friend. Hey, hope you got your journal out. So with your family time, come up with some ideas. What you think you may want to do. Now, leave it all depends on what the government says. So right now your government is okay. Just keep up on the news. So in the event, just be prepared. Because we thought the same thing here in Georgia. We was like, we ain't nothing happening. And then they told us that yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a baby season. There's gonna be a lot of babies born off of this. For sure. So if you have, and I'm random moving all around, if you have purchased the Live in the Moment journal prompts, and some of you already have, thank you so much. Y'all already have some things that you can work on while we are on break. Oh, Target is my favorite store. Well, one of my favorite stores. Okay, so we know Netflix and chill is going to be one of our things. So do any of you all have any series that you're watching on Netflix? Let me know, because I need some new things to watch. All right, so we are going to go through this book. And I'm going to pull out some of my paintings, some of my other stickers, and then I'll write ideas by them. Now, Ash mentioned you can learn some new things. I totally agree with her. If you were on Lunchtime Live yesterday, we talked about your career. If you liked your job, if you didn't like your job, things to do. This would be a good time to work on those things. If you need to brush up on some skills, if you need to take some online courses, Udemy has different topics that you can look on. Another thing that I'm working on is learning about investing in stocks. And so I got time on my hand. So I'm definitely going to do that. And I want to revamp, like when I make money, taking a small percentage that I would normally eat and actually investing that money. Okay, so some of y'all are watching new shows, old shows. We got 15 people on here. Y'all ain't got no shows for me, y'all. I know y'all do. All right, so what now? What are we going to do? Oh, I am going to drink water, though. I actually can go back to Queen Sugar. Yeah, Ash, I downloaded Stash. So I'm looking into that now. I don't want to overwhelm myself. And then I'll look into Robinhood. I've seen quite a bit on Robinhood as well. So I'm actually going to do a whole journal entry on like all the terms. Yeah. So that's one of my learning things. And then another learning curve for me is I have Adobe. I have like everything in Adobe, so I want to learn programs in that. So y'all may see some new little stuff popping up on Instagram because I'm going to be playing around. Oh, 911. Y'all, oh, what's my other show? Is Chicago Fire back on? Because I have not been keeping up with TV at all. Oh, thank you, Ash. I'm actually going to write that down. I was looking at dividends last night. Girl, I had to tell myself to go to bed. Like, it was so interesting. I was like, I could have been doing this stuff. But I did set up where I can transfer stuff into a Roth IRA. So I did start with that part. All right, so we did say I need to hydrate. I need to do that anyway. Yeah, I used to watch 911. I would have to go back though. Like I didn't stay consistent with it. I don't know if it's more because I was a Chicago fan, like Chicago PD, Chicago Fire. So it didn't move me like those did. All right, I know I need to exercise, Chad. I literally can look totally different in 2 weeks. Girl, Ash, you are on it. Now, I definitely will be watching YouTube, y'all. Like how y'all watch Netflix, I watch YouTube. And I don't even really watch a whole bunch of journal and planner channels, oddly enough, right? So I got a couple of channels I need to binge watch and support. And I also have to actually go to work today, y'all. I had to send a message on my hair Facebook page. I'm like, all right, y'all. Please don't come in here sick. I mean, I say my prayers, wash my hands, and do all the things that people should have been doing 8,000 years ago. But I hate for a client to call because I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish those services. Don't know if I would be able to do it. All right, so we know I am going to research investments. I'm gonna watch videos. All right, so that's something that I want to work on. Again, if you are needing to revamp your resume, you may want to look up what should my resume look like in 2020. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all resumes are not up to date as they should be. And I don't know if many of you all know, when you apply for jobs now, they put your resume in a database, and if it doesn't catch the words that they need it to catch, it's just gonna shoot it out. Joanna, I haven't even found my channels yet. There's only one guy that I follow, and that was just randomly. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Once I watch a few of them, I'll come back and kind of tell y'all who I'm looking at, who I'm watching. But I haven't curated a list or anything yet. Okay, so we have research investments, take notes, watch videos. Another thing I need to do is work on new releases. Hold on, let me separate this so this doesn't look like. All right, so we also know that we're going to do family night. Yeah, so once, like I said, once I look at them, I'll curate a list. Yes, Ash, audiobooks and podcasts. I resumed my audiobook subscription. I cut some other stuff off so I can start that back. So, hey, we're going to read. Let's see. Wait a minute. We are going to, hold on. First of all, y'all, my therapist is going to get me, but I'm going to build in a nap or two. And I'm going to tell her on Monday, like, listen, I have all the plans in the world to fit in a nap. So yeah, I'm gonna rest a little bit. We're gonna rest. Yeah, there's self-care. But Ash, in my case, like when I would be depressed, I would sleep most of my day away. Like I'm in a much better space, thankfully. But my naps were really like bedtime. So let's just say I dropped my son off at school and I got home at 8. Like about 8:15, I would be back in the bed and I would not wake back up until about a smooth 2 o'clock and have to leave the house about 2:30 to pick him up. Yeah, like yes, building that immune system. Okay, so we have binge watch, research, investments, hydrate, rest up. We need family time. I don't really have a family sticker, so we gonna write that word in. We'll write that in here. And I kind of want that to be a focal point. And I'm also I'm a cook. Because again, I bought all the things. So I'm going to cook a couple of times per week. Because as I stated, I know minimum. My kid is out of school for 2 weeks. But he's also going to cook too. He's 13. And I always preach to him like, I don't care if you grow up and get married, but you're going to know how to cook. Because I think men should know how to cook. Thank you, Ash. No, I really don't. I really don't. All right, so family time. And so some ideas for that would be game night. Movie night. Bree, we have been on here for, oh girl, I don't know. Anybody know how long we've been on here? Oh, for 32 minutes. So we got about another 15 minutes. So what we're doing is talking about what we're going to do if you happen to get quarantined or if they tell you like you can't do too much. So that's what we are. Hopefully y'all can't hear my child because he is real loud. And I hate to bust his little bubble because he think he gonna be on that game all the time, but his mama will be creating a whole routine. Thank you, Joanna. Like, I am so happy I resumed counseling. Like, it's the best thing that I could have started. All right, so we know I need to declutter. We talked about that. Clean and declutter. If you are a Patreon with me if you're a patron over on Patreon with me, we talked about last year setting some of those goals, and one of mine was revamping my room. So I'm actually almost done with that. I bought a couple of more things, so I'm setting it up. So I'm excited about that. That will almost be complete. So we are decluttering. And cleaning. And speaking of cleaning, y'all, a lot of people bought all the cleaning supplies, and I was a little perplexed, concerned. didn't understand. I was like, so what were y'all doing before? I don't know. I just was concerned. I'm like, I hope y'all know how to use the items, because I feel like people are gonna be spraying everything together, and that's a lot of chemicals. So if y'all got any people y'all know that don't clean on the regular and they bought all those things, help them. Help them, because a lot of those have cancer agents in them. Um, a lot of them do not work well together. I've always loved cleaning supply. Like, again, a lot of the stuff people are panicking over, like on a random day, I walk on the soap aisle because I love different smells of soap. The cleaning aisle. I'm addicted to Method products in Target. Like, so I've never seen anything like this. But anyway, so decluttering and cleaning. So, for the people that bought all the supplies, I'm not judging you. I'm just concerned. So if you bought them, be careful. Like, if that's not your norm, like if you hire people in to clean and you ain't used to cleaning and you went and bought all the things, there are a lot of YouTube channels, and I love watching these channels. They don't motivate me to clean, but I just think it's really interesting. Look up Clean With Me channels on YouTube. They'll help you out, so that you don't pass out from the fumes. So decluttering and cleaning will be something that will be done. And then I also we mentioned cooking. And I got an Instapot thing. So you can make some new meals. Oh, you know what else y'all can do? Talking to self too. You know that thing called budgeting and seeing where your money go? But buy your journal prompts first before you do all of that stuff in your shirts, okay? So go grab that stuff too. Grab that. And then do your journal in your budget, right? So we're gonna cook some meals, but also, yeah, I think we have room to look at where the money is going, right? Because at this point, some of us are gonna have to scale back a little bit, because everybody's job don't pay them when they out. I don't know if y'all know that. Listen, Ash, they're gonna be like, why am I choking like this? All right, so it's gonna cook new meals. And so when I cook new meals, y'all, I'm really extra. Like, I like to plate stuff. Fun fact, I used to meal prep for a couple of years. So I really like plating stuff, adding a spring of this and that. So that's going to be really fun. So I'm going to cook some new meals. Gonna take a picture and all that stuff. So we have that. So we mentioned we need to look at our finances. We need to look at these finances. Oh joy. So let's find something that I can put down. Oh, and you probably want to pay some bills too while you have it to do. But we're going to review our finances. Oh, and then Ash, I said, okay, so y'all bought the soap, but you didn't buy bar soap or body soap to bathe in. So I didn't I got questions, y'all. I got questions. I feel like I'm probably gonna start back blogging. Y'all used to blog years ago. I really need to blog again because there is so much to talk about. I need to review and revamp my budget, as well as I need to write down my expenses from the past couple of days. That is one thing that I've been struggling with. I don't know if Some of you all do. Like, if I see it in front of me, I slow down. If I don't see it in front of me, I keep going. So I really need to see it so that I'm not spending. All right, so we have review, revamp budget. We have, you can hydrate. I don't know how true it is. They're just saying one of the things is to stay hydrated. So drink your water, mind your business, rest up. As Ash mentioned before, that does help your immune system. Believe it or not, going to sleep, it really, really works. I'm going to research investments. Maybe you want to start a new business. So on your page, it may be research your niche. What are you going to start a business in? What does it take to start a business? The entrepreneur journal prompts will come out. They'll probably come out next week. I'm not going to do those this week. So the entrepreneur journal prompts and the work prompts we talked about yesterday, I did find those, but I do need to reformat it and change some stuff up on those. So 2 more journal prompts will come out next week because y'all will need stuff to write about, okay? So you'll have several options on that page to pick from journal prompts that best fits what you have going on in your life. So we mentioned workout. I didn't even write the word over it. Workout. All right, so that's that. I mean, and y'all, that's something to start with. So as you find stuff, you can add it to the page. If you have ideas, you just open your page. You don't even have to put up all these stickers down. You could do a list making. These are just some ideas. Now, I do have my other journal, which is upstairs, but I'm not going to get that. And I have my 20 things during 2020. So I'm going to look on that list to see if there's anything that I can add on to this. A lot of those things are things like going out. So I don't know if I can add that per se. All right, so we have like 4 more minutes before I drop off of here. And like I said, I got to get ready for work. Oh, I didn't put the one thing that we all need to have on our page. We need to journal. And we did mention read. And I'm also going to put the word relax on here. I know with a lot of you all, even though you're going to be off, some of you, because some people are going to have to work from home. Even though some of you are going to be off, many of you don't know how to actually relax. Like, it's okay to pause for a second, okay? It really is. I promise you. It is super okay to pause. So build in some relaxation time. If you don't know what relaxation looks like or what it should be, do a couple of things like go find an affirmation to write for relaxation. Relaxation. Oh, I'm so country. And go look up ideas on how to relax. Pinterest is your friend, y'all. All right, so we got quite a bit to start with. Does anybody else have any other ideas while I'm wrapping it up? At this point, I'm just adding little stuff on here now. If you're just joining, thanks for stopping in. We're creating a journal page of ideas in the event that you are told that you can't go nowhere. For those that have to go grocery shopping, make a list. And make a list where you also have alternates. So if I can't get this, then I need to look for this, okay? If they don't have everything today, make it a point to prepare. You may have to go look each day. I mean, it just may be that way. And this is why I love little stickers like this, y'all. If you're into stickers, because it's so easy to add on a page. I keep opening and closing. I'm like, did I want that? Do I not? And I had one more book. And so, y'all, this is a pretty simple way to journal. You see how every journal moment is not Dear Diary? It could be something as a reminder page. Sorry I didn't get to the calendar, y'all. But I feel like y'all need some ideas first. Okay, so that's my page. A pretty simple page, y'all. So when I get off of here, y'all, I need to actually eat lunch for real. And then I have to get ready for work for a couple of hours. Well, doing hair, y'all, because I've actually been working all morning. I stopped to do the video. I have been going non-stop since 7:30. All right, so these are a couple of things that I will work on with my time out. Like I said, I'll be doing family time, some things with my son. I'll be creating his routine because he definitely will not be on a game. So we need to do that. He'll actually hold me accountable as far as working out. So that's a plus. And then I'll be devising a plan. So by the time it's time for him to go back to school, my routine should be in place because I mentioned that on a video a while where I need a different routine. Business is starting to pick up. So the way I operate has to change. So that's definitely something else that I'll be working on, right? And before we leave, just a couple of more reminders. You have the journal prompts that are now out, which is called Live in the Moment. So this is one page. You don't have the prompts on this page. The rest of the prompts are on the second page. It is a downloadable file that you can find the link on Instagram, and I need to go and put it in the community section. I believe I put it in the community section already. So if you go under the community tab on my page, you'll see the link for that. Also, the pen to paper shirts are on pre-order. After Sunday, I will take them off for a week. Won't come back out until what is next week? Actually, Sunday, they won't come back to the shop until April 3rd, okay? So I highly suggest you get that. We do offer Afterpay, and what Afterpay basically means is if you pay $35 or more, you can break your payments up. So that might work for your budget, okay? So thank you so much for joining Lunch Live. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you're able to go and get you a journal page started on what now? What do I do in the event that things change? And they are changing. So do that. If you need your grocery list, remember to go ahead and write that out. Have a backup item list. Don't get overwhelmed. Pay attention to your surroundings. And when you come out of chaos from those stores, journal about it. Okay? So as always, I enjoyed y'all. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, you can hit the thumbs down because guess what? That's still going to help YouTube know like, oh, okay, people are actually paying attention to it now. And they will actually show my video more. And I think that's all, y'all. So I will catch y'all on the next one.